All right, welcome back to RevKev RC. I'm, of course, RevKev. I'm out here at my favorite spot for doing speed runs. We got 4 lanes of very light to no traffic on this Saturday morning. I typically like doing Sundays because there's basically no traffic, but today it's been good. Tomorrow it will likely be raining. So we're going to get this done today. I've been promised you a speed run test with a couple of RCs, and here we have our brand new, it's never been ran on anywhere but my street, doing tuning testing. And I have done things to the body in previous videos. That one actually just released today, so if you're keeping up and tagging along, you kind of know where we are in the progress here. But this is, of course, the FMS. It's a trophy truck. It's a short course type trophy truck. It is very much like the Ridge Racer, but if you noted in a previous video, it's not exactly the same in some good ways and some unfortunate ways that are not so good. Go watch the last video on this if you want to see what I'm talking about, the unboxing as well. This thing is really cool. I think this thing claims to get 50 miles an hour out of the box, and we're going to find out. So today I have got my Huvo, say it how you want to. These are readily available and not super expensive on Amazon. This is a 6S hard pack, 120C, 6200 milliamp 6S battery. So I like this battery because, one, it's fairly affordable. It's decent C rating, which is important for when you're trying to get speed and punch. And the milliamp hour is actually pretty good. And it fits in here just like the Ridge Racer. It fits in like they made the battery box with a mold of this. It's extremely tight. So if you're going to bash with a soft pack, you do want it to fit really, really tightly in there so it's not getting jostled around and busted up. Now, in that same vein, as I'm going to talk about before, and I always have, use some kind of spacer to help protect the battery on either side if you don't have a battery that fits well. This battery fits extremely well, but I do use this to take up some of the extra battery strap slack that this battery does not take up in the height orientation. And when doing the speed run, I'm going to put this in there really simply, and I'll have the wires towards the front. But if I were bashing this, I would turn it around that way in the truck so that this edge is against the corner, a nice tight fit against that corner right here. And then the wires and breakable bits would be up against the foam that is inside the battery tray already that comes that way. And then that would be on top. If I were bashing, that cutout is for the upper link mount that is up in here. So if you watch my Ridge Racer series, which I of course encourage you to do, you'll learn a lot about this truck as a byproduct because they're very similar, especially in the main chassis and electronics layout configuration. So no more talking. I'm going to go ahead and put this battery in here. You guys don't need to watch me do that. It's just me putting the battery in, and then we're going to stick it out here. I'm going to get the gyro dialed in how I want it so it's not being all jumpy, and then we're going to see what this thing does. All right, we're back. I've got a battery in it. I have done one run just to make sure the gyro was all set, and I got the GPS strapped in there. Let's see, let's get her turned on. Let's make sure we're hooked up. Come on. Wake up. Oh, there we go. Looks like we're good. We got satellites. Let's give her some movement. It's reading. Let's go over here. I think, was it drag? No, it wasn't drag. I think it was track. Yeah, track. Track. All right, it's going. All right, cool. Get her an easy. Sounds very, very good. It sounds extremely smooth. And I don't know if the Ridge Racer never sounded that smooth, but this thing it sounds considerably smoother. New compared to the current state of the Ridge Racer. All right, roll it in. Full throttle. Oh, that was stable. That's really stable. Try not to get hit by the truck. Yeah, I spun out because I hit the brakes a little bit harder, but it stayed on the ground even with the sticky tires and being a short course style truck. Full throttle. It's got a nice squat to it, for sure. Easy on the turn. Let's get one more, then we'll see what we got. Really stretch those legs. All right, that's as good as it's ever going to get with that battery and this system. Let's bring it back and take a reading. All right. Stop. Read. 47. Ooh, it's not as fast as the Ridge Racer. Ooh. Interesting. I wonder if I need to try a new battery. Be a different battery. I was sure. I was sure it was going to be just as fast. I think they claim 50 miles an hour out of the box for this. Let's do a couple more. Yep, throttle's turned all the way up. We should be getting max speed. Let me let this car pass me that's coming up behind me so I don't accidentally crash into this. It's like an old 90s, late 80s, 90s truck. I learned to drive with in a truck like that. Sure is smooth and quiet. Man. Yeah, just for funsies, hey, comment down below, what did you learn to drive in? What vehicle was it, if you drive yet? Probably some younger folks are watching my stuff, I hope. That's why I try to keep it clean. But if you are already driving, what did you learn to drive in? I learned to drive in a short bed 47. Again, well, at least we're consistent. A short bed Chevy truck like that just passed us a few minutes ago. I'm okay with that. I think they claimed 50. Maybe I need to get a higher C-rated battery and try that out. But tell you what, this Power Hobby is the one who makes this GPS unit. It doesn't say anywhere on the packaging, but when you look at the app, it's a Power Hobby app. Pretty good stuff. Yeah. I think that's showing us our battery on the unit itself. This is neat. It's not cheap. A little over $100 probably. I don't remember. I just buy stuff. But worth it. I was using a different unit that you got to read, you got to pick it up and look at it. And this one's just to leave it in there and run it. So I'm pretty happy with that. I think that is going to do it for the speed run test on the FMS. It's not a Ridge Racer. They didn't give it a name. It's a FUNHAVER, but it's not the FUNHAVER livery. I don't know. It's the RTR version of the FUNHAVER Ford Bronco is what it is. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I do want to say a big thanks to those that watched the video and commented on where to put my sticker. That is the one that won. I think I got maybe 3 people that commented and said to put it right there, which is where I wanted it. I appreciate you guys. You're awesome. Thanks for watching. And hey, share the video if you think it's worth it. Subscribe. Oh, look, the LEDs look like they're blinking. They're not. It's just the frame rate. That's neat. Subscribe, share the video, ring the bell, thumbs up. That's the other thing. Yeah, thumbs up, all that good stuff. And I super appreciate it. And we'll see you in the next one on RevCav RC. Bye.